The Pearl Standard system employs a decentralized decision-making process through a voting forum on its platform for major decisions related to the Pearl Standard financial service platform. This approach ensures decentralized autonomous management, where individual free will leads to group consensus and facilitates the complete decentralized free flow of PSC. This is one of the key distinctions between the Pearl Standard and other digital currencies. In the PSC weighted average voting forum, holders of 300,000 PPS and the issued PSC not only possess 50% non-dilutive operating revenue rights across the Pearl Standard trading platform, customization platform, and forum platform, but more importantly, they have 100% decision-making power on major matters of these three financial service platforms. According to the Pearl Standard's innovative decentralized decision-making model, once 300,000 PPS have been sold, only these holders have 100% voting and knowledge rights within the Pearl Standard ecosystem. This means they have complete decision-making power on major issues, including but not limited to trading rule adjustments and development strategies. These issues are announced on the forum platform for full discussion and feedback before being submitted for a vote. The voting weight is determined by the amount of PSC held, with the final decision reached through the blockchain's autonomous system, ensuring a consensus based on free will. In today's digital age, trust and consensus on the internet form the foundation of social and economic interactions. However, information transmission and data sharing online face numerous threats and challenges, including cyber attacks and data tampering. In a decision-making environment, there is a possibility of untrustworthy nodes among all voting nodes. The Pearl Standard employs a distributed fault-tolerant consensus mechanism in its decentralized decision environment. Through distributed ledger and encryption technology, all PSC holders, nodes, can verify the integrity of information, with formal decisions only made and operations executed when the majority of nodes reach consensus. This mechanism ensures the trustworthiness and reliability of consensus and data, even if untrustworthy nodes are present. The Pearl Standard uses its globally registered patents and intellectual property as legal collateral to provide security holding guarantees for the first 300,000 PPS holders. PPS can be viewed as an investable, appreciable, and liquid reserve asset. After holding PPS for 1 year, holders can redeem it on the trading platform at any time. By returning the corresponding issued Pearl coins and the physical Pearls to the trading platform, holders can withdraw the purchase principal plus 2% in USD cash, reflecting a 2% appreciation. After 2 years, holders can redeem PPS for the purchase principal plus 8% in USD cash, and after 3 years, for the purchase principal plus 21% in USD cash. If PPS holders do not have a USD bank account, the Pearl Standard trading platform will add a USD accounting unit balance to their digital wallet, which can be withdrawn as equivalent USD cash. If PPS is stored in the Pearl Standard custody vault, holders can enter a fast-track delivery channel, exempting physical Pearl inspection. If PPS is self-custodied, it must remain in its original unopened patent packaging and pass professional inspection by the trading platform to confirm authenticity and integrity. A crucial mechanism of the Pearl Standard's absolute standard currency is the custodial vault's immediate deposit and withdrawal system. Pearl Standard will establish custodial vaults in globally stable and war-risk-free cities, such as Auckland, New Zealand. The first batch of pearls will be sourced from pearl farms in Tahiti and Gambia and directly transported to the Auckland custodial vault. As the variety, quantity, and batches of pearl procurement increase, the Pearl Standard Vault locations will expand to other secure cities worldwide, such as Zurich, Switzerland, and Paris, France. These custodial vaults will meet bank-grade security standards, with comprehensive temperature and humidity controls and 24-hour video surveillance. Each custodian can remotely inspect their seawater pearls, which serve as the anchor for the pearl coins. All data related to each custodial anchor pearl is recorded on the Pearl Standard blockchain. When developing its business model, many internationally renowned financial experts suggested that the vast valuable assets stored in the custodial vaults should be utilized to generate interest through a special drawing rights mechanism. This would allow holders to draw cash when needed by locking the custodial PPS, with the trading platform charging interest for the locked period. While this aligns with modern financial practices, the Pearl Standard's founders, after careful consideration, decided against introducing an interest mechanism, which can lead to greed and suffering. Throughout history, interest has been a fundamental principle in finance, whether in private lending or banking and quasi-banking financing. Interest, especially compound interest, has been a significant profit source for capital owners, often leading to wealth accumulation without labor or social wealth creation, and causing borrowers pain. The more critical function of the Pearl Standard custodial vault is to ensure immediate deposit and withdrawal, establishing a coupling relationship between the anchor and Pearl coin supply. The Pearl Standard operates without a reserve currency system because the original purpose of bank reserve requirements, intended to protect depositors' interests and stabilize the financial order, has become entirely distorted. Financial institutions, akin to wolves guarding sheep, have turned depositor reserves into a printing press, leading to uncontrolled market currency supply. Central bank reserve adjustments, acting like Keynesian puppets, focus only on inflation and deflation surface phenomena without addressing the fundamental relationship between social wealth development and currency supply, resulting in inevitable Ponzi schemes. When currency is decoupled from commodities, it becomes an uncontrolled force, causing repeated economic and social turmoil. Pearl Standard's absolute standard currency strictly controls the correlation between Pearl coins and seawater Pearl anchors using blockchain technology to ensure that this correlation involves no leverage and cannot be tampered with. Pearls purchased on the Pearl Standard sales platform, once entered into the custodial vault as anchors, can issue corresponding Pearl Standard absolute standard Pearl coins, PSD. These PSDs can be exchanged for physical pearls at the Pearl Standard custodial vault at any time. Only when currency and commodity anchors establish an absolute correlation can a currency be considered a standard currency, allowing humanity to achieve free will in currency issuance and circulation. Sir Isaac Newton, as master of the Royal Mint, established the world's most standardized gold standard currency with the 1717 British Coinage Act, and U.S. President Nixon abolished the gold standard under the Bretton Woods system in 1971. Since then, the world has lacked a true and complete standard currency anchored by a commodity, leaving currency and commodities unlinked. The rise of various cryptocurrencies in the wave of currency diversification has seen significant volatility due to the lack of a commodity anchor. For the fundamental and long-term interests of holders, the Pearl Standard ensures the value correlation of the currency through a custody mechanism, thereby maintaining currency stability.